think one of them will pop up on some business center.
Okay, what am I doing? That's where I like the game, just because of how interactive it is. Wasting so much water. So, how do I get down the stairs? Yep, there's stairs. What you want?
Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, how are you? Yeah, it was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm all right.
Good. You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now and meeting with Leon, I think.
Looks like someone might have a crush on
Really?
me.
He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me, here's yours.
What's this?
The card for the shooting range. Chang changed all the codes this morning, said something about only giving access to people he's vetted personally. The bombing really freaked him out. Third one in 6 months, can you believe it? I'm really glad you're okay.
Thanks, Aria. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day. Come by later if you want to talk.
Copy that.
Copy that indeed. Nani?
I think Singh's got some kind of adrenaline addiction. He plays it too
What kind of nonsense is this? So how do I get an innocent keycard?
Jensen, we need to talk. My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha-Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
I'm gonna need more information about this snoop of yours.
I don't know for sure that our cover's been blown, but if it has, we need to know before our enemies have a chance to do something about it.
You got an MO in this hacker,
At first I thought it might be the Collective.
but you're not convinced.
Not Janus's style to leave crumbs this big. But whoever it is, they risk exposing us. If the Collective ever found out where we operate... My God, Jensen.
Maybe Janus knows already.
Hey, don't say shit like that. I get nervous enough as it is.
What can you tell me about our front company?
Praha-Dovos was designed to be forgettable. The kind of place you walk by 100 times and still can't remember.
It obviously caught someone's attention. What happens if we're compromised?
My guess, we dismantle and disappear. Agents go into hiding, Director burrows into some hole, poof, no Christmas party.
You really think there's a risk here? Maybe someone's just poking around the fake website of a fake company.
If someone points a gun at me, I assume it's loaded. If someone hacks into the website of the company that serves as our cover, I assume they're doing it for a bad reason.
Such as?
Everything depends on who they are and what they know. But we're in the business of dealing with terrorists. If those terrorists find out where we are...
Do you have 29 likes its privacy?
Sure. More importantly, Chang likes being in one piece. Unlike you, I don't just brush off explosions. I need you to find out as much as you can about our Snoop. Make sure we're not in danger.
Alright, you have any leads?
I traced our hacker Snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hlabny. Just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it.
Agreed.
As soon as I know something, so will you.
For hours, still nothing.
Be careful up there.
You know who's been suspiciously
DNA
quiet
checks
the last
for all
couple
the
of days? The Collective.
Last night, the Collective published the tax returns of the 50 richest
Hey,
people
Agent
around
Jensen.
here.
Nice
The
work
explosives
inside.
were designed to
But
get
still,
maximum spread.
you know what I want to know is who those ogged up guys in the gold masks were. I'll be compiling all the case files, and as soon as I know anything, it'll be up on the board.
Am I hearing things? Are you two actually praising the collective?
We're comparing notes. If we don't learn the way these people think, we'll never track them down.
It's not like I support what the collective is doing. This is so
Maybe
weird.
it's a cliche that in order to catch a criminal, you have to think like one, but it also trigger that really does true.
My boss hasn't checked in for days. It occurs to me that he might be buried somewhere in the rubble.
Is it or is it not a probable target?
nut up and take the blame.
Half the cybercrimes division is combing the web for any hint of those mystery guys from Dubai. That's not really our area of expertise. Miller wants these guys back.
Okay, but where am I supposed to, you know, go? I like to know all my options before I go through with something. No, that's just me. I'm trying to think. Do this without, you know, alerting the system that I'm in? I guess this would be the quickest way if I go this way. Actually, would it be? Should be go right here, but I don't know if it's that simple. So I can fortify it, make it a lot harder for it to detect me.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Unless I'm using the NSN, the logs failed to delete properly. They supposed to, but there have been a few peculiarities in this and functioning recently. I'm looking into their origin. As a further notice, unless you delete your logs manually, anyone who used the NSN after you will be able to access a record of your communications, including those of personal nature. JGC. That's supposed to tell me something. But the logs, but still. What is in my inventory that's full? Wait, what's taking up space? How do I just get in here just for like another locked door to be in my way? Oh boy. else am I looking for?
Is there something I can help you with, Agent?
I hear you're on point looking into the gold mask mercs that hit us in Dubai. Any leads yet?
Christ, I know I'm good, Jensen, but I've only been on it for 5 minutes.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes, McCready. You check with the ME yet? Get anything off the bodies we recovered?
Leftovers are on ice at the Oman substation. I've been told they were scrubbed clean as summer whites. No prints, no dental, no nothing.
So in other words, it's no steps forward and 2 steps back.
For now. Singh may be able to dig up more for me once he's back in Basra with the Jinn. Just hope his cover isn't fucked, since you couldn't be bothered to disable that comms booster.
The way I remember the briefing, McCready, disabling the comms booster wasn't the op. Stopping the sale of black market weapons and AUGs was.
Fair enough, Jensen. You got me there. Anyways, look. With Singh's contacts in the desert, maybe something will ping on these gold mask jokers and we'll nail them quick. Probably just another fucking jihad looking to make some noise.
I don't know. I'm not so sure we should be looking for these guys in the desert.
Ah, is that so? You have some new information you feel like sharing?
Come on, McCready. These guys were augmented with military-grade hardware. Body augmentation goes against Muslim beliefs. They weren't jihadists. We're dealing with something new here.
I can see where you're going with this, Jensen, and I'm asking you right now to back off it. It's not your case.
Come on, McCready. We're not a couple of beat cops filling a monthly quota here. This isn't about whose collar it is. It's about getting the people responsible. Full stop.
Look, I get what you're saying, but I'm working a $5 investigation on 50 cents worth of shit. I've got speculation to spare, mate. Listen, I know I come off strong. I've got 3 ex-wives that'll back that up. But that's just how I'm built. Putting on a show for the new guys ain't gonna change what's underneath.
I can appreciate that kind of honesty.
Good. So when I say I'm impressed with how you handled yourself in Dubai, you can appreciate that I meant it. With that sandstorm giving us colonics, stripping the juice box out the chopper was an inspired choice. But that mission is over, and your involvement in it ends now. Got it?
Yeah. But tell me, why do you think the bodies from Dubai were sent to Oman?
Fuck knows. Rumor is that Oman was pissed that we got the green light for the gig in the first place. Can't blame them, really.
You don't think it's strange we got the call over them?
I stopped questioning the logic of the big noise a long time ago. What I'm told is we were the only team ready to go.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So then you know what I know. That everything?
How the hell did you get such a sunny disposition anyway, McCready?
Knowing about me is not going to make us friends, Jensen. But I'll humor you. Fine. I joined regular army straight out of secondary school, made UKSF at 25 and was recruited into the SRR 4 years later.
Special Reconnaissance Regiment. That's an elite unit.
Oh yeah, it was very glamorous. All champagne and blowjobs.
So what happened?
After 12 years hunting terrorist shitbirds across every desert on the face of the earth, I found there was no fucking end to the evil this world churned out. I couldn't see the point in what we were doing anymore. So I quit.
So what brought you back to the life?
I suppose it was purpose. A tool without a job to do can only grow rust. So here I am, back in it, serving my purpose. As a tool yourself, mate, you should understand that, yeah?
Yeah, I got it. It was nice talking to you, McCready.
No, it wasn't.
And merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has think Director Miller's making a mistake, putting all our resources into finding these Dubai newcomers.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
I guess the transit authority isn't in as much of a hurry as you are.
Agent Singh. Wasn't expecting to see you again. In civvies, at least.
Just passing through. I wanted to thank your team for the backup in Dubai. That sting went to hell faster than the storm did.
You're welcome. But I don't think you came all this way to say thanks.
Director Miller asked me to get Agent McCready up to speed. Now I have the red-eye flight back to Oman.
Headed into the field office there?
Not exactly. One of our black sites. I'll be dropped in as a captured enemy combatant. After I contact my fellow Jinn prisoners, I shall lead a very convenient escape.
Re-embedding with the Jinn. Aren't you taking a big risk, given everything that happened?
No choice. I would feel safer if we'd been able to shut down that signal booster at the hotel. But I would feel safer if I took the test job. You see is what I do. We need to find out who hit us. And the Jinn will be looking too.
Could they get a bead on our gate crashers faster than TF-29?
Perhaps. They do not like loose ends. An augmented kill squad with military training. Have you ever seen anything like it?
Yeah, once. But it's a long story. Did we get anything out of the cleanup operation?
Mostly corpses. Heavily augmented, as you know. Under those gold masks, they were ID scrubbed. No prints, no dentals, no DNA match. Professional.
Could still be ex-Bell Tower. Plenty of men and material went AWOL after the incident. A competing faction that listened in on Shepard's sale.
It's a possibility. The audits and investigations of Bell Tower will go on for years before we know how many rats jumped from that ship. At least we recovered the weapons. Unlisted. High spec. Military-grade augmentation. Enough to build another couple of you. That is a joke.
Right. It's the world we live in. Anyone with an exemption to the weaponized augment ban is a useful tool. Or a terrorist. Whoever they were, they knew exactly when the deal was going down. Any chance they were based locally, in Dubai?
No. After the incident, Dubai became the world's most luxurious tombstone. Perfect for the Jinn, but for no one else.
I thought human augmentation was frowned on in the Middle East. Why was Dubai hit so hard?
Because it was another world. Two other worlds, in fact. One of extreme augmentations in gold or crystal, and one of thousands of workers outfitted for construction. Then, that day.
I know.
No, Agent Jensen, you could not. Some called it divine punishment. But that day was not the work of a merciful God.
I don't envy what you've got ahead of you.
Actually, I'm looking forward to it. The truth is, when you've been under for long enough, you only feel like an imposter out here, in the real world.
Yeah, I understand the feeling.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
I guess the transit
So I
authority.
pretty much talked to the whole team with people that I've encountered over the mission in Dubai. Still, what logs do I look at to actually find that code?
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list. I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Composition can tell us a lot, but it's the trigger that
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
they're posturing, as opposed to conducting actual training.
Access granted.
Oh, that was close.
I highly doubt whoever did this was father. You don't have to take I'd rather not say what
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list. I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies.
You know, state police aren't about they don't want to
might as well be ghosts. Run DNA checks through all the outlets. These guys might as well be ghosts.
No, that's not consistent with the train station stuff. Is it not a problem?
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
I'd love to get a look at the bonfire myself, but nice, for sure.
You'd think one run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
I've been scrubbing through garbage for hours. Composition can tell us a lot, but it's the trigger that really doesn't talk. They've been everywhere for the past week. Listening to this police chatter? My God, it's a comedy of errors. This is so weird. I don't even know where to start with theorizing percentages. I never know. We know state police aren't above profiling. Where I hear, the explosives were designed to get maximum
Run DNA checks through all the alphabet.
Hey, that's also a drop-off locker.
We're advising people to stay at home, so someone has to be the example.
You'd think one run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Preemptive action would be great. Agents Lee, Walker, and Paul report to the Katarina negative unit to fully urgent.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Urgent. Katarina
Be careful out there.
Just wish someone would nut up and take a
Smart move. They don't want to be caught in the dragnet.
These guys
This
might as
one
well
too.
be ghosts. Through all the alphabet agencies.
I don't have any of those. It's gonna be one to that one to that one till it reaches me. I think I may have some.
Adam, how's it going? Any trouble with the plant?
Patience, Alex. Trying to find the best way to access the motherboard without blowing my cover.
Sorry, man. Message received.
This is so weird.
negative. They're saying it was faulty wiring. They're posturing, as opposed to conducting an actual investigation.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
I don't even know where to start with theorizing this.
I'd rather not say what this
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet.
Nani?
Nothing.
Access denied.
It's the trigger that really doesn't talk.
No, that's not consistent with the train station plan.
Listening to this police chatter?
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
What I hear, the explosives were designed to get maximum.
Is that a firewall?
I've been scrubbing through
Oh, I did not see that coming.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
action would be great.
There's a timer for when it's gonna unlock. That's crazy. I don't like that.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list.
Smart move. They don't want to be caught in the dragnet.
Hell, bro. I thought overclock was actually supposed to save me, but I may have been wrong on that part. Almost there though, I'm sure. I have a data scan left as well. Should probably start like organizing stuff though. Raise tasks, firmware upload. used. Location firewalls. Okay, that's what I should have used. Now that firewall's there.
Is it not a probable target?
Anomaly detected.
Don't ever catch me alive.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
They've been everywhere for the past week.
Preemptive action would be great if it works.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
No, it's the right thing. On relief. What I hear, the explosives were designed to get maximum strength. I highly doubt
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list.
I don't even know where to start with theorizing percentages.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing. I've run DNA checks.
We know
through all
state
the
police aren't
These
about
guys might as
profiling.
well be ghosts.
Just wish someone
Now.
would not have
This door is open. Wrong door.
Agent Wright, please report to your department.
See if I finally found the code. Oh, thank God. It's like, what, did I have to check like every computer in this building?
Alex, the whisper chip is in.
Weird, it's already picking up a freak. Jesus, Adam, is Miller in there right now?
Shit, gotta go.
Jensen, I need to see you, now!
Agent Jensen reporting for duty, sir. Tried to do it earlier, but you were on a conference call.
Yeah, I was. Should I be worried about you, Jensen?
Sorry.
That blow you took to your systems. It's not messing with your head or anything, making you do things.
I'm not gonna go crazy and start attacking people, if that's what you're worried about.
You've been checked out then. The problem with your orbs is gone.
I took care of it.
Good, good. God knows, with all that's happened, I need you at 100% right now.
You sounded pissed when you called me in. Everything okay?
Don't ever leave the field, Jensen. You'll regret it. As soon as you strap a desk to your ass, you'll be swimming in goddamn politics.
The boss is giving you trouble.
What? Oh, that. No, the trouble's state police. They're pushing us out of the Rosika investigation. I want you over there to make sure that doesn't happen.
You're putting me on the train station attack? Not Dubai?
Forget Dubai. McCready's handling it.
With all due respect, we were blindsided in Dubai. And those mercs put up one hell of a firefight. I'd like to know who they were.
They were augmented, Jensen. Chances are this will lead right back home.
To the train station attack?
Maybe. It's possible. But we won't know for sure if we don't investigate both. Mac's a solid agent. I'm confident he'll dig up something on the gold masks. And once we get Singh reinserted with the Jinn, he might be able to use their network to find out even more, as long as his cover wasn't blown. Regardless, I want you looking into Rosika before the state police fuck up our crime scene.
Yes, sir. You said they're trying to push us out?
I sent Fletcher in this morning to oversee evidence collection. Seems he's being detained because he hasn't checked in since.
They can't lock us out. The Czech Republic signed our UN mandate agreement. They gave us jurisdiction over terrorist investigations.
Yeah, well, the former director of their security information services runs state police now. He's come up with a loophole, claiming this attack falls under the homegrown terror exemption.
Homegrown? He's saying it's ARC? The Augmented Rights Coalition?
I don't care what he's saying. He may even be right. I just want us in there so we can find out.
Chang said you've got him cleaning up Intellicam footage that was captured during the bombing. Maybe it can tell us something.
Maybe. But between you and me, Chang's become a little more unglued since Ruzicka. Not sure we can wait for him to get his shit together.
So where do I start?
Technically, you're supposed to speak to our psychologist before getting back into action.
I don't need a shrink.
Convenient because she's not in the office right now, and I don't want to waste any more time.
So how do I get to Ruzicka? Public transportation's not stopping there.
It will for you once I make a phone call. Head to the metro and call me when you're there. Good luck, Agent.
I'm doing extra communication scanning.
God, I do want to find that drop box though. Drop off.
Oh, hello. Sorry if I was rude before. If the store had been empty.
We all have our roles to play, Sedlak. How's yours going?
It is giving me new respect for criminals who run front operations. Late shipments, supply problems, random police searches at customs. Ugh.
I thought this store was just a front.
Best Front is a real company. Prahadovos is registered as an international shipping corporation in every country in the EU. I can get an office, way station, or depot up and running anywhere in Europe within 72 hours. I do not suppose you spoke to Agent Chang while you were down there.
He told me you've been hacked. I'm looking into it.
Good. I will sleep better knowing an experienced field agent is on the case.
Anything you can tell me about this hack?
Chang will know more than me. I just told him something strange was going on. Utility statements being accessed, incomplete information on orders, that kind of thing.
The kind of thing that's easy to miss. Surprised you noticed it.
When you have been doing this as long as me, you start to question every little thing. Plus, that old lady kept coming around.
Old lady?
Chatty thing. I thought she was just lonely, until I caught her staring at the terminal when my back was turned.
Did you confront her about it?
I told Chang. Asked him to put a field agent on it.
Field agent?
We both know the deal, Jensen. There are two types of agents in this office. The ones who do the footwork and work the leads, and the ones who analyze them.
And you think Chang's one of those?
I think Chang lives in his head too much. He is good. He's very good. But it is also good that the task force brought in a new psychologist this month.
Well, I'd better get going. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Do not tell me, tell Chang. I have a cover to keep. I'm glad you were not hurt in the bombing yesterday, Agent Jensen. The task force needs good men like you.
Thanks, Sedlak. Take care.
No, probably like the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me. Well, it wasn't the only one. Plus, no one cares. Could have died, man.
I don't want any trouble.